Hi guys, another quick and fiery core again today. This one particularly focusing on the obliques. As always, please remember, this is your body, this is your practice. Please listen to your body. If anything causes pain, please stop. This should never be painful, and go at your level. So modify as you need to. We're going to start right into it today, so come down onto your back. If you want to have any kind of warm up beforehand, please do. And when you're ready, coming down onto your back. Bring your legs up. Before we begin, let's just take a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring your hands behind your head. Basket your hands around your head. As you inhale, draw your elbows in towards each other. And as you exhale, lift off the shoulder blades. So this isn't you pulling your head. Your head's kind of resting in your hands. You're lifting using your core. Draw the hip bones towards each other. Hug navel to spine. Draw the ribs down. Lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, slowly release. This one builds, so you can stay at any of the options that we do. And just so you know, it's called the juicer. It was invented by my friend Laura Hyman, and wow, is it fiery. So, take an inhale. Exhale, lift off the shoulder blades again. This time, bring that right leg down about 60 degrees. Now squeeze the inner thighs together like you're squeezing a block between them. Lift off the shoulder blades even more and lift the tailbone. Holding here, then inhale, legs come back to center, release. Exhale, you lift, left leg comes down 60. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Lift that little bit more, lift through the tailbone, holding the core, strong and mighty, all working together. Inhale, back to center, release. Now we bring in the obliques, guys. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lift. Right leg comes down, squeeze the inner thighs, twist over towards your left, just an inch or two, lift off your left shoulder blade even more, squeeze the inner thighs, lift through the tailbone, then inhale back to center, release, exhale, lift, left leg down, squeeze like you're squeezing a block, twist to your right, lift off the shoulder blade, don't let this right elbow wing, keep drawing them in, holding here, lifting here, inhale back to center, release, I'm already feeling it. Exhale, lift. Right leg down, squeeze the inner thighs, twist to your left. This time, reach your right arm across, left arm across. Take hold of the left wrist and pull it away from you. Push it into the leg as well and lift through the tailbone, consolidating the whole core. Inhale back to center. Release. I told you it was fiery. Exhale, lift up. Left leg comes down. Inner thigh squeeze, twist to the left. Left arm releases right arm. Take hold of the right wrist and pull away. As you push into the leg, lengthen through the tailbone, holding for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Release. Take the feet mat distant apart just for a moment. Bring the knees over towards the left. Your gaze to the right. Squeeze that right glute. Breathe through that right hip flexor. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring your knees back to center. Let's take a breath the other side as well. Left glute squeezes. Breathe into that left hip. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, brings you back to center. Bring your hands behind your thighs, or you can just roll over to one side. We're going to let's meet in downward facing dog. So take some rock and rolls, warming up through the spine, rounding the back, and then when you're ready, cross the legs. Roll over the knees and step back, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, exhale, drop the forearms onto the mat and walk your toes back so you're coming into a forearm plank. Find your forearm plank, hug navel to spine. Set your scapula on your back, kind of pushing your forearms into the earth. Glutes are on. Exhale, drop your hips over to the right. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, over to the left. We're going to do 2 more sets just like that. Exhale. Inhale, center. Keep the core strong, working together. Keep with the breath. Exhaling over. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale over. Inhale, lift it up. Now holding here, as you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your tricep as much as you can. Bring it back. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. 3 again. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tap. Center, tap. Center, stay breathing. Holding here, and with the hip dips again, take it over. Inhale back to center. Exhale over. Inhale, center. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep strong. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. Remember, you can drop onto your knees for this. if you want to. So you can have your knees down and even come up onto your forearms, onto your hands. So we're going to start tapping. Tap the knee towards the tricep. Side to side. Strong and powerful. Last one. Then bring the hips down. Bring your forearms onto the earth and come into Sphinx pose. Fingers pointing forward. Push down through the forearms and then kind of drag them back towards you, opening through the heart. Holding here, breathing here. Wrap the glutes down, push into the tops of the feet, lifting through the knees. One more breath. Then drop the right forearm down to the floor and roll over onto the left hip. Oh, I should definitely have tied up my hair. Getting hot already. It's hot in London today. Okay, so coming up into a side plank. Again, you can modify by coming onto the knee. If it feels a bit awkward being on your forearm, you can also do this on your wrist. So you're going to lift up into your forearm plank, keeping the elbow underneath the shoulder. Reach the waist away from the floor. Draw the hip bones towards each other. And notice if this hip drops back, can you square them? Even slightly bringing it forward to turn on those glutes. Okay, draw the left arm overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap the hip down. Inhale, lift it up. Tap it down. We're doing 3. Bring it up. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Then you're going to exhale. Bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, reach it out. 3 again. Elbow to knee. Reach it out. Elbow to knee, hold it there for 3, for 2, and 1. Reach it out. Again, 3 dips. 1, and 2, and 3. Reach it over. Tap. 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. You're just going to roll on to the other side. I'm going to come this way so you can see me coming onto your left forearm. Whew. So keep the core strong throughout. Keep lifting the waist away from the floor and keep the legs active as well. So coming up into your forearm side plank, reaching the fingertips up, reaching the side waist away from the floor, dropping it down. 3, 2, 1. Reach the arm overhead, knee to elbow. Try and move from the pelvis. From the hip joint, so your pelvis isn't moving. Last time, hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Start to dip. Try not to sink in the shoulder. Keep your shoulder nice and stable. Last one. Now we're crunching. 3, and 2, and 1. Hold knee to elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back round into your forearm plank. We're going to do that whole thing again. So back to your forearms. Remember, you can come onto the knees, so if it's too much, if you can't control the core, do this on your knees. So just taking it side to side and then lifting the legs and doing the little taps. When you're ready, come into your forearm plank. This time, we're going to do 5 on each side. Ready? Exhaling down, inhaling up. If that doesn't feel good, just move with your breath. Don't hold your breath. Keep the core strong. Keep the shoulders strong. Keep the mind strong. Tell yourself you can do this. Last 2. Last 1. Now comes the killer one. Knee towards your tricep. Tap from side to side. Can you get it to touch your arm? Last 2. Last 1. Whew. Okay, back to the hip dips. You've got this. 4. Push into the forearms, navel to spine. 2 more. Last one. Back to center, and last time with the taps. This is the worst bit for me. I find it really hard. And 3, 2, and 1. Oh, bring those hips down. Take a moment in Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms onto the ground. Push them into the floor. Pull your hands towards you. Wrap the glutes down. Push the tops of the feet in. Make this nice and active. Feel that opening through the heart. Come back to the breath if you've lost it. One more breath. Ooh. And then, this time, with these little dips and crunches, we're going to try and coordinate. It's going to be a bit hard. So we're going to do a dip, a crunch, a dip, a crunch. Yes, you've got this. Remember, again, you can be on your hand and drop the knee. Modify it as you need to. So, lift up into your side plank. Feel strong. Feel the core. Feel the shoulders super strong. Exhale. Bring it down. Reach that left arm across. And then exhale. Each hand. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Move. Breathe. Feel the strength. See if you can keep that left foot floated off the other leg the whole time. 3 more. 2 more. You've got this, guys. Last one. And take it over to the other side. Oh, notice if one side is easier than the other. We all have our stronger side. Simply tune in and notice that. Maybe do a few more on that side you find harder. Ground down through the forearm. Lift the hips high. Reach the right fingers up. Exhale. Drop it down. Right arm comes over. Knee to elbow. See if you can keep that right leg floated up. Notice, does that right hip want to dip back? Can you roll it forward? Oh, thank you. I've lost it. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Oh. Take it over onto your sit bones. I've completely forgotten my plan. I'm super sweaty. Okay. So, while I remember what I was going to do next, we're going to do a little filler one. So we're going to do low to high boat with little twists. So you start here in Navasana, lift the chest high, arms come to the sides. If you want to, first option, twist from center to one side, center to one side. Second option, exhale, come down. Inhale, come up, twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take a twist. So keep moving and breathing. You've got this. 4, 3, 4, 2. Let's do one more by sides. Twist, last one. And twist. Give your knees a big squeeze. I've now remembered what the last one is. So, forearm plank to baby crow. It's really hard. Baby crow, in my opinion, is harder than normal crow. But it's harder in terms of strength, in my opinion, but it's easier in terms of fear of falling because you're closer to the ground. So baby crow is where you balance on your forearms. So you need to, just to kind of talk you through it before we do the little drill. There's an option for this. You don't need to fly at all. So if you don't want to fly, then just kind of take a moment and take a breath. But you come into this little kind of very compressed squat. Your hands are parallel to the ground, and you're bringing your knees as close to your armpits as you can. I'm going to creep forward, just because I know what's coming next. And then you start to tip the weight forward, coming onto the backs of your arms, lifting the toes. So your focus needs to be forward, so you don't, because if you look down, you'll fall down. You need to push into your forearms, so you're protracting through the shoulder blades. And you need Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, which is that feeling of lift of the pelvic floor, and hugging navel to spine, or hugging that lower belly up and in. So, the drill, because that's not it. Can you move between forearm plank and baby crow? So option 1, if you don't want to fly your crow from your forearm plank, step forward as much as you can, and then step back. So you're going to go now, anyone who wants to do that. Or from here, step forward towards the backs of the armpits, shift forward, lift up, breath here. Exhale, let it go, step back. Take it forward, we're going to do 5. Shift the arms, lift it up, and back. Take it forward, shift it forward, lift. So you're super close to the floor. 2 more times. We're going to hold the last one. Shift it forward, tip it forward, and lift. Last time, forearm plank. Let's hold it here. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the feet forward, holding your baby crow. Whoop. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop the hips all the way down, drop the feet down, and you're going to come into child's pose, either bringing the knees together and just dropping the head, dropping the arms, or maybe bringing the knees wide and reaching your hands forward. Now feel free to rewind and do this little circuit again. Or if you're with me, you're feeling like that gave you enough, you can slowly come round to sit on your mat, planting your feet, and then roll down all the way onto your back. Give your knees a great big squeeze, and then take your left foot down, cross your right foot over, take your knees over to the left as your gaze comes to the right. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale back to center, switch it out, right foot down, left foot over, take it over to the right, gaze over to the left. These exercises aren't meant to be easy, they're meant to push and challenge you. But remember, modify them for as long as you need to, and then work up to it, because when you get to the point where you lose the modifications, you feel so strong, so much pride for yourself. Inhale, back to center. I honestly remember the day, 1, I couldn't touch my toes, but 2, I couldn't do a push-up. So we all start somewhere. It's all a journey. Give your knees one more massive squeeze. Lift your head and engage every single muscle in your body for a count of 3. Even your face. 2 and 1. Drop your feet into Shavasana. Even if you have 30 seconds, come here with me now. Bring your hands, alongside your body. Fingers curling in naturally. Let's take one more breath together, guys. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Releasing here. Releasing any hold on your breath, simply being its witness. Noticing how each breath looks a little bit different. How different parts of your body move as you breathe. Please spend as long as you have here in Shavasana. Thank you all so much for flowing with me again. See you next